Personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The Voices America trusts. Download it now.
The Supreme Court's new term begins Monday with cases involving President Trump's tariffs, voting rights, and birthright citizenship. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has more.
Justices will begin their 9-month docket this week with arguments in a gay conversion therapy case. Other major cases they will hear include the legality of President Trump's sweeping tariffs and a challenge by 12 U.S. states and various businesses. They'll be faced with a case concerning election finance restrictions challenged by Vice President J.D. Vance. The court is also set to take up culture war issues like race and transgender sports participation. Some cases involve President Trump's attempt to remove federal workers like Fed Reserve Governor Lisa Cook and Rebecca Slaughter, a Democratic member of the Federal Trade Commission. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
President Trump celebrating the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Navy Sunday in Norfolk, Virginia.
It's a true honor to be here with the thousands of our nation's finest sailors at the largest naval facility in the entire world. It's the largest, and I would say, more importantly, it's the best.
Secretary of War Pete Hegseth also addressing service members.
A commander-in-chief who guarantees that you, the warfighters, have everything you need on the high seas to deter our enemies and, if necessary, win overwhelmingly.
Hegseth vowing to restore a warfighter ethos to the military. A $50,000 reward now being offered for help in making arrests of 2 gunmen sought in Saturday's mass shooting in Montgomery, Alabama. 2 people were killed, 12 injured, several critically. Police Chief James Grayboy says it happened when rival gunmen opened fire on another one in a packed downtown area.
When that exchange erupted, multiple people in the crowd, because this was a crowded area, pulled their own weapons and started discharging.
Grayboy says 7 of those shot were under the age of 20. 5 suffered life-threatening injuries. I'm Sue Guzman. This is Fox News.
Every company needs money for investments to help grow our working capital to take on today's economy. That's why Bank Pacific's commercial loan officers stand ready to help you. We offer several programs tailored to assist companies to get to the next step, or perhaps for a startup, including working with SBA and GITA. Bank Pacific. And we want to be your partner. Equal opportunity lender. Credit conditions apply.
Celebrating the 176th year anniversary of American President Lines. APL is a trusted partner to the U.S. government and its military. Our U.S. flagged vessels are proud to provide ocean transportation, logistics, and critical mission support worldwide, and most especially to our local partners right here on Guam and Saipan. APL has an extensive network that connects your shipping needs to anywhere in the world. The APL Guam team is dedicated and here to help you. Call 588-4651 or visit apl.com. APL Global Presence with a local home.
Choice Broadcasting and Micronesia Mall present the 2025 Lifestyle and Home Expo. Spend your Saturday, October 18th, strolling our neighborhood of booths. Join us in the center court from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and find guidance on how to buy a home, tailor it to your lifestyle, and maintain it. And stick around for a chance to win a round-trip ticket to any Southeast Asia destination that Philippine Airlines flies via Manila, courtesy of Goodwin Travel and Tour, agent for Philippine Airlines. Make your way around to each sponsor booth. Guam Power Authority, Hafaday Realty, Coast 360, Sherwin-Williams, Island Color and Copy, Pacific Solar and Photovoltaics, Security Title, Alpha Insurers, Top End Pest Control, Dial Rent to Own, Philippine Airlines, Black Widow Cleaning, Island Cancer Center, G4S Security Systems, Brengen LLC, and more. Saturday, October 18th, we'll see you in the center court of the Micronesia Mall for the Choice Lifestyle and Home Expo 2025.
It is 1800 hours and 7 minutes. Time for Veterans with Benefits with your hosts Anthony Tyron and Corinna Ballista.
Half a day. Welcome back, everyone. Last week we had on, we're wrapping up Suicide Awareness Month.
That's right.
Last week.
With the folks from Anderson.
Yes, Anderson. So as always, we want to start our program with thanking our sponsors, Ambrose Inc., Hebzibah Family Medical Clinic, American Legion Post 1, Domino's. Nobody knows like Domino's.
Thank you,
to Dane over there.
I'm still waiting to meet you, Dane. You got to come see me.
The Most Services, which is also a veteran-owned business, and JTC Services, also veteran-owned business. Master Blasters for all your blasting needs, and 11Z's. I think earlier I had a Kona Mocha coffee.
Ooh.
Thank you, Chief Mary, for that. And then I got a red raspberry tea. So yummy. They offer 11% discount for veterans and military. And then Veteran of the Week, my favorite part. Veteran of the Week is Peter Anderson, U.S. Army E5, over 15 years honorable service. Staff Sergeant Peter Duanius Anderson began his distinguished military career in July 1979, serving active duty in the regular Army with Company B, 11th Air Defense Signal Battalion, part of U.S. Army Europe. During this time, he gained critical technical and tactical expertise as a multi-channel communications equipment repairer and cannon crew member, supporting Cold War-era operations and strengthening NATO readiness through advanced signal communications in Europe. After completing 5 years of active duty service, through December 1984, he transitioned into the Army National Guard of Guam, continuing his dedication to military service. Assigned to the 124th Engineer Detachment at Fort Wamunya, Guam. He retrained as a heavy construction equipment operator, showcasing his versatility and work ethic across versatility.
Yep.
Across multiple MOSs. His MOSs include 62 Echo, heavy construction equipment operator, 11 Bravo infantryman, 31 Mike, multi-channel communication systems operator, 31 Victor, multi-channel communications equipment repairer, 13 Bravo cannon crew member. Some of his awards and decorations are Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon, NCO Professional Development Ribbon. His professional military education included multi-channel communications equipment repair course, primary leadership development course, basic non-commissioned officer course. After over 15 years of combined service, Anderson returned home to Tamuning, Guam, continuing to serve his community with the same integrity and diligence he brought to the Army. Staff Sergeant Peter Duanius Anderson is a proud example of the professionalism, flexibility, and commitment that defines the American soldier. His service during both peacetime and high-readiness Cold War operations, combined with his leadership in the National Guard, reflects a legacy of selfless service. We are proud to honor him as our Veteran of the Week. Thank you for your service, Staff Sergeant Anderson. Your dedication to our nation will not be forgotten. Veteran of the Week.
Good job.
All right.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
And be sure you go get that pizza. I always do this, and nobody ever gives me that pizza.
One day they're going to walk in here with your pizza.
Yes. Well, we did say Marco did that.
Yes, you did.
All right.
Thank you, Marco.
Go see Dane.
Yes.
Dedido and...
Dedido, and I'll have to message Peter.
Dedido for sure.
Yes, Dedido for sure.
Yes. Just tell Dean or tell the folks there, I'm the Veteran of the Week.
Yes. Next, we have Tip of the Week. So Anthony and I are part of the nonprofit organization HMI. So we talk to a lot of veterans, and we always try to share a question of the week that the veterans have for us. So, can I file multiple conditions at the same time? Yes, you absolutely can file a claim for multiple service-connected disabilities at the same time. And doing so is a smart move if you're experiencing more than one condition that was caused or aggravated by your military service. How it works. Filing for multiple disabilities. When you submit a claim for VA disability compensation, you can include as many conditions as you believe are service-connected. Each condition will be evaluated separately, meaning the VA will determine if each condition is service-connected. They will assign a disability rating for each one, and they'll also calculate your combined disability rating, which determines your monthly compensation. You don't need to file multiple claims. You just need to list all your conditions on a single VA Form 21-526EZ. You can do this online by yourself or online with the va.gov account, or you can do the manual form, which is VA Form 21-526EZ. How conditions are evaluated separately. Each condition will be examined and reviewed by a CMP exam, which stands for Compensation and Pension Exam, conducted by a VA or contracted examiner to evaluate the severity and service connection. Number 2, disability benefits questionnaires. These forms are used during the exam to document symptoms and functional impact. For example, if you file for both PTSD and knee pain, the examiner will use the PTSD review DBQ and the knee and lower leg DBQ. The third one, service and medical records review. The VA will check your service treatment records while you're active duty, VA medical records if you have any, and private medical records that you submit. And then number 4, you'll get rated per condition via Rating Schedule 38 CFR Part 4. Your rating is assigned based on the schedule for your disabilities. And combining the ratings, it's not just simple math. It's not just 10 plus 20 plus 30 equals 50. VA disability ratings are not added linearly. Instead, they're combined using the VA combined rating table, sometimes called the VA fuzzy math. Here's a quick example. PTSD rated at 50%, knee condition rated at 30%. They are not added to make 80%. Instead, the VA uses a formula. You take the highest rating, which is 50%, apply the next one, which is 30%, to the remaining non-disabled portion, which is 50%. So 30% of 50% is 15%. So your final combined rating is 50% plus 15% equals 65%, which, the VA rounds up or down. So if you're at 65%, that gets rounded to 70%. It's called VA math. Tips for filing for multiple conditions: be specific. Clearly list what the condition is. Don't just say joint pain. Say what kind of pain, where is the pain. Gather evidence. So gather all your medical records, all your buddy statements, all your nexus letters that support each condition. Don't forget secondary conditions. If a condition causes or aggravates another, for example, knee pain causes back pain, claim it as a secondary with the nexus letter. Example scenario. Let's say you're filing for PTSD, tinnitus, sleep apnea, left shoulder arthritis. Each of these will be evaluated separately. Assigned, and will probably be assigned a rating like 50% for PTSD, 10% for tinnitus, 50% for sleep apnea, 20% for shoulder. Then combine using the table. This could bring your combined rating to 90% and possibly even make you eligible for TDIU, which stands for Total Disability Based on Individual Unemployability, if your conditions limit your ability to work. And if you need more information on all of that, you can attend HMI's free monthly benefit boot camp at the Tumuning Senior Citizen Center. Is that what it's called? The official building?
Yes.
Tumuning Senior Citizen Center, starting tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you need to register, send me a message at 671-682-7631, and I'll send you the registration link. Oh, that's a lot. Did you want to say hello?
Yes, I wanted to say hello to Knox and Aaliyah and to my mom.
All right. Let's see if we have anyone online. I'm pretty sure we do. Let me see.
Really? Why would people be online?
Because they like us.
They like veterans with benefits.
They
information.
Do. We have a lot of veterans that just love.
Do we have a lot of veterans on Guam?
We have a lot.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Doesn't seem like it. Every time they tell us to count.
I think so.
We probably need to go back to counting school.
Okay.
I think the way they count our veterans is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And then I end up,
So
we don't have
it's a lot of wands.
We have Raymond McGravy.
Well, hello,
I
Raymond.
think, did I say your name right? Watching from North Dakota. Oh, wow.
Is it cold up there?
Is it cold? I'm pretty sure. And then Elizabeth Mendiola Kichichu, she says watching.
All right.
And then Ken Polino, good evening, HMI, awesome team, the best on Guam.
Aw,
Edward
so nice.
Buendicho?
Yes.
Half a day.
Buendicho.
Daniel Sejo, half a day.
All right.
Arias. Guerrero's ton watching.
Oh.
And then Daniel. Oh, he says Hafa. I think he meant to say half a day the first time. Okay. Then Brennan Fausto. He says number 1. And then
What's up, Brennan?
Jose says half a day, Brennan. He says, good evening, brother. All right. So I guess we do have a lot. Oh, Ellen Chargaloff. She says hello.
How you doing?
We do have a lot to talk about. A lot has
been happening.
Yes, a lot.
You mean there's a lot of things happening, or a lot of things happening to a lot of veterans?
Well, I think the most important thing that's happening right now is the shutdown and the services that are being impacted for veterans.
Yeah. Well, I think most of the things that are related to veterans are not being affected. Is that correct?
Yes. So if you, for example, I know on Guam, if you want to go to the Tizen office, it is closed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I posted that HMI is open.
They said the Tizen office is closed?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I thought that said the Honolulu office.
The same thing. Tizen office, Honolulu office, same thing.
That's interesting because according to the listing, they weren't a part of that.
There's a sign on the door that they're closed. Mm-hmm.
What was that song by Madonna?
What's that?
Holiday?
I don't know if we can sing it, though. We might get, because,
Like a veteran?
Wow, we're doing really good today. Our producer is on top of things.
He is. You
like
go,
a
Jose.
veteran.
And I was going to say, like a veteran State Farm. No, just kidding.
All right. Well,
anyways.
So what do we got?
So our benefits boot camp, like I said, starts tomorrow. Summoning Mayor's Office or Senior Citizen Center, 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Absolutely free. Send me a message if you want to register. 671-682-7631.
And if you want to learn about Chef Allen, he will be there tomorrow, and he's going to try to bring us some food.
Some yummy food.
Help feed our veterans and showcase some of his services. So thank you for that, Chef Allen, and we'll be talking to you a little bit more.
And thank you to Ambrose every month for donating drinks to the veterans at all of these boot camps.
Are there any veterans at Ambrose?
Yes.
There
actually.
are.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's
There's
interesting.
a bunch of them. There's the 2 brothers.
Wow.
Right?
Very good.
Joe, Joe, Frank Sr.
Yes.
Then we have
Wait,
Jeff.
those 2 brothers are veterans?
Yes.
My goodness. Did we not know that before?
I think we knew that.
We knew that, right?
Mm-hmm. And then Jeff.
Yes, Jeff Espinosa.
And then
Tim?
Tim.
Yes.
Tim.
Letty.
Who else? Now everyone's going to be calling them out. Hey, I heard you on the radio. Fred.
Constantino.
Yes. And then who was the other one? We just recently had lunch with him. With Frank Jr.
I don't know.
So much so you guys had a boot camp there.
Yes, exactly.
We had a mini boot camp there in their first floor.
They also let us use
they also let us use their room for training.
Thank
you so much. We had to conduct some training. So
did you guys do other corporate outreach boot camps for other large entities on Guam?
Yes, we do. And so we did one for United.
Mm-hmm.
We did one for Amentum, one of our
DZSP.
Yeah, Chuck Hazard and his nice wife that they always support us.
And we've already briefed twice some Navy units up at the big theater.
Yes.
100 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Air Reserve. And I'm waiting on a date for the guard, the Army Guard.
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
We need to take care of them because a lot
about-
of them don't know that
We also
when
did
they
a-
get on orders, they can file
We also did one for NG.
NG.
Yeah. Northrop
Oh yeah, Northrop Grumman.
for that group. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. We did.
I think there's more, but you're missing out. You need
Probably.
to start writing that down.
There's
you're
just
probably
so many
getting old.
veterans. There's so many veterans that we help.
Yes.
Why are you saying that? Oh, because my
you-
birthday just passed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jose, he's being mean to me.
Every opportunity, but that's okay. Happy birth month. No, wait, that was September, wasn't it?
That was September.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
over.
He's still bringing it up.
Over.
Yes.
I know.
So HMI is one of the nonprofit organizations that are raising funds for our organization through Wreaths Across America.
Oh, yes.
So if you haven't purchased a wreath for your loved one, the deadline is 11/28, because remember they have to be shipped here. So the ceremony is on December 13, but for Guam, we're part of Region 4 for Wreaths Across America. Remember, it needs to get on a ship
Okay.
and come here via Matson. Thank you to Phil Santos for that. So the deadline to purchase online is 11/28, even though the ceremony is going to be December 13.
Yeah, let's get that container filled up. You know, it's a great service that they're providing, and you know, if we only get one or two in there, it's not going to be nice. But I think we got more than one or two, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we need more.
Yeah.
Buy more wreaths across America.
You can wreathsacrossamerica.org/GU0011 Papa. That's for HMI. And then you can also scan a QR code. If you're watching on your phone, just screenshot that and scan the QR code. The website is kind of difficult to navigate, but just know if you have any issues, just you can reach out to me 671-682-7631, and I can help you navigate the website.
And one of our really, really good veterans who works really hard and is very active out there in our community is Mr. Eddie Regis. And at one point, Mr. Eddie Regis had the whole cemetery mapped out.
Yes.
So he knew where every single person was down there, and through his nonprofit, they had it all mapped and indicated where everybody was at. And at some point, the grant that they were using for that ran out of money, or they didn't renew the service. But I understand he's trying to take care of that again. So, if we could do that, I mean, that'll give us a picture of how many people are down there. And
Well, I think it's over, I'd want to say over 6,000.
well, and Uncle Johnny Atulai, demands that our government pay for a wreath for every single person down there.
They're $15 each.
And so let's do the math.
$15 each. So, and if you're worried about, hey, my veteran is not resting at the cemetery, you can order them and pick them up at the VA cemetery and take it to Guam Memorial Park, Windward, if that's where your veteran is resting. Okay, so
Now I know why they don't want to pay
why?
for it.
How much is it?
If it's 6,000, you said?
6,000.
At $15? I don't know if my math is correct or if my calculator comes out to like $90,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So what is it? Maybe, I don't know, too much money to spend for veterans, to honor them. Too much, $90,000.
Well, we're just gonna keep on trying.
But when they gave their life to take care of our country, we didn't say, 90,000 is too much, right?
Well, it's $15.
Yeah, for one, right?
Right.
Well,
So if you have a family member, share this, push this out. And even if you live off island, you could still purchase it, and the cemetery can, or all the volunteers can place it on their resting place.
what is our
that
budget
day.
this year for our government of Guam?
I'm not sure.
1 billion, I think?
1 billion? 1 point something billion, right?
Yeah, so if we do the math,
If you just add 90,000 in there.
91.
None for you.
He's trying to get the government to pay for this.
Well, no, Uncle Johnny wanted it, so
ID.
we really got to, help Uncle Johnny.
But, on the flip side, though, the government is us, so we're the ones going to be paying for it anyways. So we could actually indicate that somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
I mean, put it on what do they call them? Line items?
Yes.
90,000 goes down there.
We'll ask the legislature if they can find us some money.
Check mark every time you register your car. Wait, that doesn't work.
Well, how many cars in Guam?
It still doesn't work. Check mark here for the disposal fee.
Well,
sorry, I'm getting too much deep into the politics.
We kind of like
Okay, so next one is the Wounded Warrior Ride shirt. This is the 15th year they're doing this, and it is so nice.
And that has nothing to do with the Wounded Warrior project or program, right?
No. This is local. This is a local program.
Okay.
So this is
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh,
the person you're trying to reach is not available.
Call is being forwarded to voicemail.
I didn't touch that. The phone has a mind of its own.
Okay. So Jose is pulling up the 15th annual Wounded Warrior Ride shirt.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So this will be distributed November, hopefully 7th, 8th, in time for Veterans Day.
Yes.
And so this picture right here, thank you, Brian, for designing this. It's really nice.
Yes.
Is a picture of Asen.
What's Brian's last name again?
Brian.
Murray?
Brian Murray, yes. It's a really beautiful shirt. So it's a black and white shirt. And if you want to get your business logo on there, reach out. The number is there on the flyer. And the only thing that is in color is the flag, red and blue.
Red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue. Yes.
That's what it stands for.
Yes,
Yeah.
red, white, and blue.
Now, when's the last day for?
Last day is October 23rd.
That's for sponsors or everything?
To purchase. Yes, to purchase the shirt.
Okay.
So they're $30 each. And it's also another fundraiser. So HMI is part of the fundraiser. So we're selling shirts. They're $30 each. You can give me a call, 671-682-7631 to purchase a shirt.
Wait, that's fundraising, isn't it?
Yes.
So HMI is trying to make some money to help take care and offset the cost to take care of veterans?
Yes, because we don't have any funding source, and we do not charge.
So you don't have a grant?
No grant.
If you charged people, maybe you won't,
No, we don't charge.
Oh, okay,
no.
we don't charge. Okay, good. Did we get that, everybody? We don't charge at HMI. So we can't buy all the wreaths at $90,000. We can't pay for the shirts because we don't charge. We're poor. We're just a nonprofit trying to help veterans. We're like a veteran.
I think we're up for a break.
Are we?
Yes, Jose? Yes, we are. All right. We have some people watching us online. I'll say hello to them when we come back. Yeah.
Very good.
You're listening to Veterans with Benefits on The Point. You can call into 671-888-TALK. We'll be right back.
Samoa is coming back to Guam. The UOG Endowment Foundation and Guam Comedy present the return of the comedy sensation Samoa with his Chee-Hoo Tour. One night only, Saturday, November 1st at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. Doors open at 6 p.m. Tickets are going fast at guamtime.net, so don't wait. Special thanks to our sponsors, the stations of Choice Broadcasting, the Guam Visitors Bureau, United Airlines, J&G, Yamaha, Townhouse, Matson, KUAM Communications, Trivision, Heineken, ASC Trust, BGIS, Advisors Unlimited, Western Resort, Docomo Pacific, Fruits, Raymond James, Bauman Shoe and Black, IT&E, IP&E, Moylan's Insurance, and Pepsi. Get ready to laugh and celebrate and shout, Chee-Hoo!
Listen to The Point anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Find your favorite stations like The Point and discover more. Music stations, local and trusted news sources, sports talk and team coverage, plus today's biggest podcasts. Find it all on the Odyssey app. AUDACY.
And we're back. We want to say hello to those online listening to us, watching us. Auntie Bobby Taitano, good evening. Hey. Auntie Bobby Taitano said she's waiting for you to sing. You were going to sing a song like 9 minutes ago. Yes.
Was that like a veteran or?
Probably.
Holiday?
And then Uncle Johnny Atulay Taitano, good evening. Hello, sir. You're listening to us on 93.3. You can call in to 671-888-TALK. We're on every Monday night starting at 6 p.m. And if you want to watch our past shows, you can go on YouTube, Facebook, and I don't know. Is it online? It's not on the Point GU, right, Jose? No?
It's on the Point G, yes.
But you can watch past shows on the Point GU?
No, that's just a streaming. So you can watch the past programs on Facebook, the Point.gu on Facebook, and then also HMI Guam YouTube channel.
All right.
In fact, right now on YouTube we have Guam Under the Sea.
Oh, that's Chuck Hazard.
All right. And
hello,
then,
Chuck.
So handle is Nibus, but he says Biba HMI Albert Perez.
Oh, yay. Yes. Al. Hello, Al. Thank you.
He's Air Force.
All right. So before we got off, we were looking at the shirts. Wounded Warrior Ride shirts. These are amazing, you guys. Look at the photo is amazing. And then we want to talk about is it our third annual gala? Third annual Veterans Gala.
Yes, that's correct.
Third annual. And that will be at Dusit. Tickets are on sale. If you want to get some tickets, you can head over to Hebzibah Family Medical Clinic. They see Miss Shea at the front desk. They're $100, table of 10. That's how many, if you want to get some friends together, let us know who you want to sit with. Last year, we were sold out, so get your tickets early. Soon.
If you are an organization or a business who has veterans that work for you, what better way to, celebrate your veteran by getting them to go to the gala, you know? And then you could use that as a, what do you call it?
Thank you. Thank you to your veterans also.
Yes. And then you can always add that to your taxes,
Right.
To take it off.
And it looks like we have a phone call.
All right. Should we take a phone call?
Yes.
Looks like it's a guy by the name of Charles Hazard. This could be hazardous.
Yay.
All right, let's get him on.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, you didn't catch because you don't ever read the YouTube comments. But
Sorry.
I question nice when you talked about my wife because she was next to me. She got a giggle out of that.
Oh, you guys are nice, and you guys did do good things for our veterans, and we just gotta continue to let that be known.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted just to talk about a couple things, and one was. You get out and about and talk to people about different topics, and when I meet veterans, I ask them their percent. But I met one. I'm not going to recall his name, but I was like, "Oh, so what percent?" He told me, "I'm like, yeah, I'm working on it." And how long you been working? And it was a couple of years. I said, "Do you know about HMI?" He's like, "Yeah. I'm going to go to their next boot camp." And chatting with Coach, and because I heard they do good work, so there, the word's getting out at least to one veteran.
At least one, yes, good.
Yeah, there you go. But they were pretty excited about the opportunity, and I kind of walked them through, and I told them, hey, you still own it, but they'll give you so many good ideas, and then if they help you with chatting with the coach. And this is particularly for Karina, but they go way so fast. You have to go. What did you do? Because you're so good at it. And that's a true. You guys know it. And but I did want to talk about. I'm still battling for mine for different things. And one was funny because I had the appointments. I'll just say with Leonardo Urbano, so you know what symptom I'm talking about, and claimed it and got rejected. Claimed it again, and she gave us a nice letter that the nexus and all that. So great, got a CMP, and the CMP agreed with the condition, but VA said we don't see a trigger. And I'm like, but I told you to trigger, and I spelled it out specifically. They said, well, we don't see it for this year, so I'll just tell you what it was. I was around when one of my friends committed suicide when I was at West Point, and I had forgotten about it for years. But then talking to Dr. Root, it reminded me. I was like, okay, pretty decent trigger since I buried it for 40 years, And so they decided to go back to the year before I was at school and say, well, no one killed themselves that year. I'm like, I didn't say that. It was 1985. So I reintroduced that data to them. We'll see what they say. But it was pretty interesting because even though they're smart people, very organized, my letter, my wife's buddy letter, and the doctor, and then Urbano and all this, it kind of spelled it out. But they're making, you know what I mean? They're making me push a little harder and say, no, look here. And then I grabbed this page out of my yearbook and said, here's where they said he committed suicide. Sad story. And so we'll see what they do with that. But I do have some classmates I reached out to on LinkedIn, and they remember it, so I might have to hand them a buddy. But I'm not trying to milk anything. It's just the right thing. And they're pushing back, and that's fine. But that's just part of it. You got to keep fighting your battle. I don't know if I'll get it, but I'm going to keep on fighting the battle. I'm not even trying to get anything I don't deserve. I've got several conditions with 0%. I'm happy with that because that's what they agreed to. Okay, cool. That means later on in my life, if all of a sudden those conditions get worse, at least the VA recognized it. So just to kind of, I don't know, motivation, cheer you up. Don't stop fighting, you know.
Yeah, and thank you for that information, right? And that's just the kind of attitude, and that's what we got to be doing for each other, right? Because I'll tell you, right, I've seen some folks, I'll say mostly from the Air Force, because their record keeping is, the best, right? And I look at their things and I say, oh, wow, man, he's going to have a hard time, right? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, this guy goes straight to 100. And wow. I've seen guys with 4 or 5 deployments in the Marine Corps and in the Army. And when I look at their stuff, I said, this guy's going to get his 100 right away, right? All of a sudden, they're battling for this for years, right? And I'm like, just keep going at it. And eventually they do get it, right? Because, I mean, just like what you're talking about, the VA's looking at it, and they're probably needing just a little bit more convincing. You know what I mean? Sure.
And like I said, they may have misread that because the dates are it was enlisted, and then it was reserved and active, and then West Point, and then which is active, and then active as an officer. And so when they jump around, they're misreading.
Right.
And I think. I don't think they're malicious, but they're not like
they're not purposely saying let's give Chuck Hazard a hard time. You know what I mean? And you're
I don't take it personally.
Right. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to throw some encouragement out. Every time a new vet that comes on island and I run into him, it's so what's your percent? and then quite a few young ones give me back that 100. I'm like, well, good on you. Keep going. That's excellent.
Because even though, just like Anthony said, the records for the Air Force are impeccable, those that are just getting out, retiring, separating, their records are also really good.
Yeah. And I would have been wise to start in 1993 when I got out, but I was stubborn, like many of the vets that you and I know, even older than me, or that are like Vietnam vets. I'm like, have you started? No, never wanted to. Okay, why not? Because I'm a stubborn old bastard. That's why. Well, okay, we figured that out, right? And some of those are women too.
and right? To be fair, right? When we were in the service, right, we were told, hey, tough it out, right? And there's a reason they do that to us, right? Is so that when we go to combat, right, we're not just, crying over a broken nail.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
Yes.
and when we get out, we sometimes keep that with us, and it's ingrained in us. And I'll tell you who the worst ones for that are the Marines. That's why when we used to have Chuck Ellis
Charlie
here.
on?
I told so I used to tell the Colonel Chuck Ellis, I said, hey, you got to come talk to our Marines, right? Because you speak their language, right? And if a colonel from the Marine Corps tells you something, you generally got to listen to that, So
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, awesome.
But anyway, I just thought I'd tease you for not watching us YouTubers tech.
Thank
and
you.
of course, and misspell if you noticed too. But also,
And it was
just,
nice seeing you too the other day.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. At the Charlie Kirk thing, that was
Yes,
great.
yes. Exactly.
A lot of veterans there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
cheers, y'all. Have a great
Take care.
show.
Thank you for all you do.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
And I just want to read some comments
I
online.
was just about to say you have to.
Ike Beneventi or Auntie Bobby laughs about the singing part. And then Ike Beneventi, buenas, Tony and Karina, HMI all the way. And then Charlie Hermosa, good evening, Semper Fi.
All right.
Charlie Hermosa also says, it's time.
Yes.
And then Charlie Hermosa also says, Tony, facial hair is not authorized under the new VA radiology show policy. Okay, Charlie. Hey, Charlie made that up. Charlie, but I think he's due for another haircut, right? Charlie,
Maybe.
look. You could see.
It's Charlie Hegseth.
It's time.
Hermosa.
Charlie Hermosa.
We were
Oh,
talking to
no.
somebody today, and what they mentioned was they were probably just looking at him saying, the older generals were probably looking at Hegseth saying, hey, young man, get over here and I'll whoop your butt, right? Because, he's so much younger than they are. They were like, you ain't going to tell us what to do.
I don't know about this, but this is what I read.
Uh-huh.
They said combat troops laughing that now the generals have to endure what they made us endure for so many years.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? Our
speeches,
our and our generals, right? These guys have been around for a long time, right? You know what I mean? You don't just in 1 year become a general and it's handed to you. You got to stick around and tough this out, and you got to put
You got to work for
a
it.
good number of years in there, So it might seem like these guys, these generals aren't doing anything, but I have to tell you, it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're a general, you better darn well know what you're doing, and you're responsible for a lot of things. So you need to be in the know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the new fitness standards, that was for combat troops.
What do you mean?
The new fitness standards.
So it's not for the generals?
I mean, if they're in a combat position.
No, I don't think. I think this is all across the board, is what they're trying to say.
Nope, it is.
But that was
it's
interesting.
combat.
The new standards is like. I always thought that was high standards.
No, because for PT, there's a women's chart and there's a men's chart.
Interesting.
Different. But for combat MOS, it's going to be just straight male level. So the female has to.
Also, a friend of mine who's retired now since I don't know what the word's called, not discharged, right? You guys use a different terminology. Separated.
Separated.
Yeah.
So he said that during boot camp, drill instructors are not allowed to curse anymore either. Is that true?
What the? Oh, I'm sorry.
For the new
have a beep
currently
button.
today, or with his new order.
Well, he was he's been out probably for about 10 years or so. But
Well, yes, it did get soft. The services did get soft. I gotta say, they're allowed to have their cell phones now. They can put their hair in ponytails. Like the service got soft. Sorry, not the
And
one
this
I was in.
This is somebody from the Air Force telling us
Ah.
it's soft.
I didn't agree with
We
the
are
standards.
definitely-
When I saw a female in a ponytail, I was like, "What is going on?"
Hey, they paid a lot of money to get their hair done. Don't they want to, show it
I don't
to
know. I don't agree.
the troops or something? I don't know.
I don't agree.
I have a question if you guys have an answer
Mm-hmm.
for this. Do you guys have any insight on the federal government shutdown and veteran services? Is there anything that has been changed?
Well, that's what I think that's what we.
Well,
so there are some.
They initially said they weren't going to shut down the the benefit side, right? But somebody sent something out and said they're closed, and I'm like, wow, that's not something.
But then again, it's the federal government. Anything can change at any given moment, you know. So the flyer that was sent out that said what was impacted and wasn't impacted. I mean, we can go over a few services if we want to, but we'll take a break first, and then we'll come back with that. And then we also want to talk about Bill 192-38. You're listening to Veterans with Benefits on 93.3. We'll be right back.
Have you tried all 19 Subway Series sandwiches? All crafted to crave, the Subway Series celebrates Subway's over 60 years of expertise in sandwich making. From flavorful cheesesteaks and chicken subs to delicious Italianos, mouth-watering clubs, and the high-protein deli heroes, the Subway Series delivers maximum crave factor with a perfect combination of choice meats, cheeses, fresh and hand-sliced veggies, freshly baked breads, and signature sauces. The Subway Series is curated from hundreds of chef-inspired recipes to earn a coveted spot on the Subway Series menu. Get what you're craving for today at Subway. You gotta refresh to be fresh.
Need publicity for your big events? We've got a great feature on the Points website to help you get your happening noticed for free. Just go to thepoint.gu and look for the community button. Click on submit your event and then fill in the blanks. You can even upload your flyer. Once we approve it, it'll show up on all Choice Broadcasting websites. Did I say it was free? From 5Ks to car washes, lunch plates, fundraisers, whatever. Let us help you get the word out. Free! Get started on thepoint.gu.
And we're back. So we were just laughing about Charlie's comment, radiology show policy. Really, Charlie? We'll just create one.
I think it could have been edited, because I have Tony's facial hair is no longer authorized under new veteran talk show policy.
Really?
Yeah.
He must have edited it. Yeah, he probably edited. Let me try, because I haven't updated my...
That one sounds...
Yeah, I didn't
Thank you, Charlie.
A little more clear.
All right. So before we went on break, we were talking, you asked about the VA shutdown. So this is an actual memo from the VA saying the following critical veterans care and assistance programs will be impacted by the government shutdown. VA will not provide veteran career counseling or transition assistance program activities. The GI Bill hotline will be closed. The VA regional benefits offices will be closed. VA will cease public affairs and outreach to veterans. VA will not permanently place headstones or maintain the grounds at VA national cemeteries. VA will not process applications for pre-need burials. VA will not print new presidential memorial certificates, and that the certificates are for those that are have passed. Then it says, thankfully, the government shutdown will not impact the following VA services. Veteran health care is not impacted. VA medical centers, outpatient clinics, and vet centers will be open. VA benefits will continue to be processed and delivered, including compensation, pension, education, and housing benefits. Burials will continue at VA national cemeteries. Applications for headstones, markers, and burial benefits processing will continue. The Board of Veteran Appeals will continue decisions on veteran cases. VA contact centers, 1-800-MY-VA-411, and the Veterans Crisis Line 988 are open 24/7. So this VA contact center, that is the White House hotline for veterans. That is 1-800-MY-VA-411. And then the Veterans Crisis Line, dial 988. That's the number we've been advertising the whole month in September.
That's right.
So those are some of the services, Jose, that are affected.
I knew you'd have the knowledge.
Yeah, and in that, right, it talks about that they shouldn't be shut down. Well, and this is all the more reason, right? Our veterans should come to our boot camp and learn how to do this on their own, so that way they don't have to depend on, folks that are going to be shut down. You know what I mean? And doing it on your own just allows you to continue to work through it, even when they're closed.
Mm-hmm. And, when we meet with veterans, we ask them, hey, have you attended boot camp? And some of them are like, nope, I just come here. But I remind them, hey, guys, there's a lot of things that we teach that we don't have time to talk about when we're there, right? So so there's a lot of changes, and I'm always updating our slides for the newest and most relevant information. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I see it. So Charlie Hermosa says, Tony, facial hair is no longer authorized under new veteran talk show policy.
So we're going to have to do a shave the date.
Shave the date. And then Rosalind Cruz, when we receive the VA letter, is it 30 days from the date the letter we need to respond? Rosalind, on the top of the letter, it'll tell you how many days you have to respond. Normally it's 30 days. It'll say in bold letters you have 30 days to respond.
Now when you get these letters, sometimes you get it after the time. So best thing to do is once you get it, turn it in.
Right.
If you get it at a late time, just let them know, and then we'll see what they do.
And call the 1-800 number, 1-800-827-1000, and say, hey, Guam doesn't have Amazon Prime shipping here, and I just received this letter. Can I have an extension? What can I do? Can you please help me? And have them document that so that it's on your record, because you want them to know that you just received it now. And then Ellen Chargaloff says, I don't agree. It's still messy. Is that Anthony's hair? What's messy? She said something's messy. Okay, let's move on to Bill 192-38 that I said we would talk about.
So talking about that bill, right? First we have to say thank you to the good senator for putting that out, and even just, taking time to work on it for our veterans. And that's often what we tell our veterans, we got to be thankful. So if the government says they're going to give us something, we say thank you. Now,
and who were you thinking?
The folks that have done work, like the senator, for looking at it, putting the bill out.
Which senator?
Sabrina.
Oh, okay.
Salas.
Yeah, so maybe we
She's
should
the committee chair.
give people just like a brief overview of what we're about to talk about. No? Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So Bill 192-38 is the draft bill. So we talked about this bill when she first introduced it, and then I guess she withdrew it, and then she had some people work on it. And I just want to talk about some main points. Current law versus the draft final bill that was released in September. So current law, the GOVA director, the state office, the governor appoints the director, officer serves under governor's direction. So that's current law. Draft law, still appointed by the governor, but now requires advice of the Guam Veterans Commission before appointment. The next thing is powers of the GOVA director. Current administers and enforces veteran-related laws, plans, cemetery, adopts rules. Draft, same power. What? Yes.
Go ahead.
Same powers, but must now receive and consider policy recommendations by the Guam Veterans Commission. The third thing, the next change, is Veterans Commission membership. Currently, broad representation, governor approves members, at least 9 organizations represented. Draft bill says specific categories: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, veteran orgs, 2 chartered VSO chapters, American Legion, MOPH, VFW, VVA, and up to 3 other veteran organizations. Must be nonprofit in good standing. Primary and alternate reps required. Meetings quarterly. The next one is membership process. Current law describes process for new organization membership applications forwarded by the GOVA director. New draft bill, repealed. Process now embedded in the law with governor approval based on organization nomination. Meetings, next one. Commission meets monthly. New draft bill, commission meets quarterly. Teleconference is allowed. Grievances and oversight. Currently, no statutory mandate for grievance handling of veterans. Draft bill, commission now designated as channel for community grievances. The director must respond in writing within 4 weeks. That's a lot of information.
Yes, it
But
is.
this is just a draft bill, so there'll be a public hearing, time for input.
But when are they doing the public hearing?
I'm not sure. It hasn't been published yet. But hopefully, a HMI nonprofit organization gets notified, because, we got a call when this came out from 2 different senators saying, why isn't HMI on here? Why didn't HMI provide input? And I said, well, no one called us. No one asked us to come look at this. So, I mean, we knew it was happening. We knew it was going on, but we didn't know they were meeting in secret or whatever they were doing, however they were meeting, because it wasn't public knowledge.
Yeah. Well, and I guess they're just trying to do something, you know. It's taking a little time, you know, but maybe some things that we could say is when Senator St. Nicholas, the last legislature, was committee chair, he allowed us to use his office. We went in there. We started doing things in there. A lot of what we were doing was because the commission was not meeting. Mm-hmm. And out of that task force, we called it the Guam Veterans Task Force, mm-hmm. It was created because things weren't getting done.
Right.
And we talked about things like, you know, the bill, right? So prior to this current committee chair, mm-hmm. we already started work inside Senator St. Nicholas's office when he was there as committee chair. And Tom Addis started putting together all the information, talking about amending it. We talked about commission not having any teeth. So this has already been worked on. And we had folks on there like Eddie Rages, Tom Addis, mm-hmm. you know, we had the good General Polino was on there. So, you know, when we start talking about people that are providing input, right, you got to kind of look at the caliber, you mm-hmm. know, and really what's happening, right? So, you know, when folks start saying they're the ones doing some kind of work, maybe they need to start showing what work they're doing and, you know, talk about when they met, how they met, and what mm-hmm. exactly did they do. Because mm-hmm. taking the amendments that Tom Addis did from the last committee chair and reviewing it is not work. You know what I mean? That's you taking somebody's work product and trying to own it when you didn't even put that thing together, mm-hmm. you know? And to begin with, right, you just got to give credit where credit is due. Mm-hmm. That's partly what you got to do. And stop fighting this whole thing, right? And get all the veterans together and work with them. It's not going to be easy, but the more you exclude people, the less it's going to be something that the people really want to do, unless mm-hmm. the veterans want to do it. So get them all together. Stop fighting out there, veterans. We need to come together and set the roadmap. All right, so we'll see you again next time. Good things are coming, and if you're not part of the solution, you are part of the problem.
We'll see you all next week.
The Point is KUSG, Hagåtña, Guam, 93.3 FM and 104.3 HD3.
Week 2 of the government shutdown. I'm Ted Lindner, Fox News. Into the new work week we go, and the government shutdown into its second week. Fox's Gernal Scott with where we stand this morning.
The state of healthcare in America is where the parties are far apart. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said the GOP's Big Beautiful Bill is to blame.
Largest cut to Medicaid in American history. Hospitals and nursing homes and community-based health clinics are closing all throughout the country, including in rural America.
House Speaker Mike Johnson said the GOP's aim is different.
We want to bring the cost down of health care. Premiums are too high, but it's not because of Republican policies. It's because Obamacare is not working. We're trying to fix it.
Both on NBC's Meet the Press. The House is not in session this week, but more votes are expected in the Senate to perhaps end the shutdown. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Israel and Hamas negotiators meeting with Egyptian negotiators today for talks on a ceasefire to end the war in Gaza. There's immediate focus on the hostage release. Fox's Steve Harrigan with more.